certificate that I recommend to Steve. This is last year was the only year that I missed meeting with the academic senate, so it's good. I'm not quite sure what happened last year, so it's good to be back and be able to talk about some of the challenges that the university is facing. So I think all of you know that we're actually been going on now for 5 or 6 or 7 years that we're facing extraordinary challenges in public education in California, actually more broadly. And every single one of us has been affected by these challenges, but I know at the same time that every single person in this room, myself included, is passionately committed to public education and trying to do whatever we can in order to guarantee its excellence. So,
not you.
So,
Not you. Clearly not you.
Sorry, please no public comment.
So,
Not standing.
When is public comment?
so I want to talk to you about the various challenges that we're facing, how we're addressing them, and avenues for students to have influence both nationally and with our state legislators. So I think every single one of you knows that the budgetary challenges that we're facing are the direct result of state disinvestment in public higher education that's happening not only in California, but as I already indicated, across the nation.
So tax the rich, don't punish the students.
So just to, I want to give you some numbers so you know what the issue is quantitatively. So quantitatively, when I started as Chancellor in 2004, and I'll add in solid numbers, that some 35% of the budget that supported education here at Berkeley and the UC system came from the state of California. And because of the progressive disinvestment by Sacramento, the number has gone from 35% down to 11%. And I'm going to translate that into jobs for you in a few minutes, what that means. So in 2004, if you look at the hierarchy of funding, then the top funder of UC Berkeley was the state. Second was research. Third was philanthropy, and fourth was student tuition. And so student tuition, although at that time that was insignificant, was the fourth and least important source of income for the university. And shockingly, and I only realized this about a year ago myself, that has actually converted 10 months ago when I gave a public policy talk completely because of the disinvestment.
Just realized?
So, so in 2004, when I started as Chancellor, at that time the president of the system had made a compact with Governor Schwarzenegger. And what the compact guaranteed was that for the first year, funding would be flat, so there would be no increase in funding. And then the governor guaranteed that the funding for the UC would go up at basically the rate of academic inflation, which is about 4.5% a year, 4% for the first 3 years and 5% after that. So what that means is that the funding we had in 2005, which was fine, over fine, by this academic year would be $600 million. And that's funding, so that's $600 million a year, and that's to pay the salaries of the faculty and all of the staff. We now know that because of the shortfall in revenues this year, that there's going to be a trigger. So there's going to be another cut in January, retroactive to July 1. The governor has told us that, and I don't know, were any of you there on Friday, the session, the graduate assembly, big graduate assembly on Friday? Lonnie Hancock and Nancy Skinner were there, and Nancy gave a definitive statement that, and I heard it directly from the governor, that this trigger is going to happen. So that means that our funding after that trigger is going to be about $230 million. So that means between 2005 and 2011, the state funding for Berkeley has gone from $600 million to $230 million. This is a much larger cut half of public education during the Depression. So this is like a Depression square. So that means we've lost $370 million in our budget, which corresponds to the salaries of about 5,000 staff people. Okay? So that if we hadn't anticipated some of this and reacted, then there would have been about 5,000 people who had actually lost their jobs, which fortunately has not happened. No matter what kind of, what their family income is and what their background is. So, through a whole variety of efforts, including more clever investments of the money that we have, trimming our administrative budgets through operational excellence and other exercises, through out-of-state and international students, etc. We've managed to largely, but not completely, compensate for this cut of $370 million. Unfortunately, and it's an important part of the challenges that students face these days, is that the office of the president and the region have decided that they need to compensate in part for this cut in funding by increasing student fees. And student fees have increased dramatically over the last 5 years. And it's not surprising that any single student who has to pay additional fees is unhappy about that. The good news for low-income students, it wasn't obvious that this would happen. And in fact, we put a huge amount of energy in Schwarzenegger last year to make sure it didn't happen. The good news is that the state has stayed committed to the Caltech program. So that means that the amount of money available